So yes, as Dee mentioned, we'll walk you through the actual process of customers adding the digital credential to the Service Victoria wallet, which is the central place in which we store those digital places in one convenient place for customers who may have a variety of different services with Service Victoria. They can all be stored in that one place securely. As mentioned, we have the security at the application level, which is the customer selected 6-digit code. And also all of the credentials will be verified, as mentioned, by that cryptographically and encrypted secure QR code also as well. So I'll just start the presentation. The customer, would tap the Service Victoria icon again that they would have in their stored apps. They would then be greeted, my apologies. They will then be greeted, this is assuming that the customer has already logged in or created their account, the steps that we walked through previously. How customers will know that is that they will see the person icon in the bottom right hand of the screen and it will say account. So if they haven't actually added any digital credentials to their Service Victoria wallet, they will be provided with a list of these various different credentials. As mentioned, if applicable, Ambulance Victoria membership, I know how important it is to have that, but also as mentioned, working with children check, most permanently the seniors card or senior business discount card, fishing license, and we've recently launched the veterans card also as well for serving veterans within Victoria also. As mentioned, digital driver license we are trialing within Ballarat that will be available in the coming weeks as part of a pilot. So the customer will see the My Wallet screen. So we're going to essentially walk through the scenario of a customer tapping on that seniors card and senior business discount card option. And they're essentially provided with an overview screen, simple steps before they start to add their digital seniors card to the wallet. They're provided with a before you start information screen. We'll just let that scroll. And as Dee mentioned, customers can save a digital version of the seniors card or senior business discount card to their wallet if they already have a plastic seniors card or senior business discount card. The contact details are registered with Seniors Online Victoria, and they can also contact the card team to apply, also through the Department of Families, Fairness and Housing also as well. I'm just going to show that link. It would link off. That's actually for a brand new application for a seniors card. This is essentially a storage mechanism for customers who already have a physical card but want to have the digital instance of the seniors card within the Service Victoria wallet. There's also information which is very important around how Service Victoria and DFFH use and store your information. And that is also accessible via that link on how Service Victoria uses that link. So the customer taps get started. There is also a frequently asked questions section around what is the seniors card. So just go through that briefly. It's a digital version of the plastic seniors card or senior business discount card. You keep it in the digital wallet on the phone, as mentioned. The digital wallet is essentially the section where you can add the digital cards, licenses, and permits. Digital cards don't replace the existing cards, but they're convenient if customers prefer to do things, have their credentials checked via their smartphone. The card takes approximately 10 minutes to create, and what DFFH do is they email you when it's on the way to your wallet. It's actually free to customers. Both cards are absolutely free, and you can essentially use it the same way as you use your plastic seniors card or senior business discount card, but essentially it can be verified by a QR code by the Service Victoria app, as mentioned previously. Just wait for this section to go through. It's another little. So essentially, the customer will tap the Get Started screen. So essentially, this is the secure mechanism for Service Victoria to add the seniors card to the Service Victoria wallet, referencing Department of Fairness and Housing record. So this information is verified at source via DFFH. To provide an overview, if the details do not match, it simply won't add the record or add the digital card to the wallet. So that is essentially another level of security, in that the customer will not be able to create, or shall I say, a perpetrator shall not be able to create a false seniors card by putting in incorrect information. It is verified at source by Di Tamino's team and the DFFH. So what the customer will do is they will put in the family name of the existing physical card that they have. They will also put in their date of birth that they used to receive their original physical card. And they will also input their card number, which is associated to their physical card, and they will be provided with an example here on the plastic screen. They're then provided with an option to review details, and they can also edit and go back and amend those details if they notice that any information is incorrect. We appreciate customers, particularly with the older demographic, may potentially type in, slightly different date of birth by accident. When recording these to go through that process, many a typo, many a re-recording to go through these steps also as well. So it does happen. So we provide that option to customers to edit their information. If all looks well, the customer will tap submit. So essentially, the customer will receive confirmation that Service Victoria, in conjunction with DFFH, are making the Service Victoria transaction and the card within the wallet. Customers are presented with a unique reference code, which is traceable for Service Victoria. It's a Salesforce identity code, essentially, at the top here, with your unique identifier, the SV number. They're also provided with some information in regards to the reference number, which will be emailed to them. And we also inform them that there are 2 steps to the process. Step 1, they will get an email. And as we can see here with the walkthrough and the re-recording, the customer, with the information that they have provided, which is attached to their Service Victoria email address used to create the account, they are informed by Service Victoria that their digital card is ready. That does include also that unique transaction reference number for Senior Cards customers. And we also inform them that it can take, depending on the back-end systems, it can take potentially up to 10 minutes for the card to essentially load within the wallet. But what we ask customers to do is to, if they don't see it immediately, is to not log out, but to navigate somewhere else within the application and then go back to the My Wallet icon at the bottom menu. They can tap it, and then we will go through the steps on how it will display within the wallet also as well. So we do also ask customers how their experience was in adding the Seniors card to the wallet, simple, good or bad, just to understand what customer sentiment is in regards to understanding ways in which we can improve the process for customers to add the Seniors card and other digital credentials within Service Victoria into the mobile wallet. I would say this, I'm slightly biased being a Service Victoria employee, but just to show the responses that customers can provide, for some qualitative feedback as well for Service Victoria, so we can improve our services as well. So once the customer is finished, they tap the Done button, apologies, which is at the top left hand of the iPhone instance. I myself have an iPhone. If customers have an Android device, they will have a little X to close the screen in the top left hand if it's an Android device. So the customer, in this instance, as I say, we do inform customers that it can sometimes take 10 minutes. It's usually nearly instantaneous that the Seniors card will actually be presented within the wallet. In this instance, that is the case, but we do have that instructional copy just in case customers are concerned that the Seniors card hasn't been added to their wallet. So what's happened here is the customer has actually closed that screen. They are automatically redirected back to essentially the My Wallet screen, and they can see here that they have the seniors card added to their Service Victoria wallet. They do also have, if they do have other services, appreciate it's not pertinent to the seniors card, they can tap add and they will be presented with other digital credentials to add to the wallet also as well. But obviously for this instance, we're going to tap on the seniors card icon, and it will present the view details screen as mentioned. Again, due to security, we require that customers tap in their 6-digit security code. If, say, for example, somebody discovered a mobile phone on the street and it was actually saved to that My Wallet screen, perpetrators wouldn't be able to get in if they didn't know that 6-digit code. So as mentioned, pretty simple design for the seniors card. This is what Libraries Victoria would see with somebody who's actually added seniors card to their mobile wallet. You'll see a very simple title, seniors card logo. We do also have at the top, apologies, a last refresh date. Customers can actually, another mechanism to check to see if it's actually a legitimate digital card, maybe not a screenshot, which is being fabricated, is you can actually ask customers to swipe down on the screen and it will actually show the last refresh date and time within this particular format. So say, for example, on my seniors card within my wallet was asked to swipe down now, you would actually see the same date, but you would see a difference in time, which I think we're at around 11:34 a.m. That is a way in which you can check to see if it is a live piece of software. But as mentioned, the main mechanism to check that it is a legitimate seniors card is to scan the QR code. And you can actually scan that QR code by using, as mentioned, there's a green button which is on the seniors card homepage, which is you can see this screen scan QR code button, which is housed on the Service Victoria mobile app homepage. So going back to the card, everything that's actually displayed on the screen is purely visual, but it does have the customer's name and it has their card number, which is applicable to their seniors card. But the main, it does also, provide information in regards to this card can actually be carried when paying concession fares on public transport. And it does also have a more convenient way of, rather than swiping down on the screen to verify it is a real seniors card, you can simply also ask customers to tap here to refresh on this tappable link here, and it will again update that information and show 11:35 when the actual card has refreshed in that same date format. But as mentioned, the main source of verifying if it is a real seniors card is scanning the QR code. What customers can do also as well, I'm just showing, the swipe down to refresh capability. But there is the opportunity by tapping this orange eye icon, which will be displayed shortly, is to enlarge the QR code also as well. You will see here that it actually has a dynamic time counter also as well. We don't, at Service Victoria, want QR codes to be presented on mobile screens all of the time. Essentially, it being a static QR code, it could be scanned by anybody from anywhere. So it does have a time to live of 2 minutes. So it's a dynamic QR code. We appreciate people are busy waiting in queues. So we want to allow enough time to have that QR code live to be scanned, but we don't want it to be sitting on screen all the time.